FX come from? Well, Beagle FX came from my first Christmas gift to my wife. We had just been married for a couple months. For the folks that went to the wedding, they probably would say they remember the spontaneous snow that we had in the morning. A little bit of a surprise. And the surprise that my wife and I got from the wedding was the professional photographer that was great for the wedding disappeared. So we didn't have any professional photos. I wanted to create a gift for Christmas, and my wife's got 1 million family members, so I reached out and I got all sorts of photos. I had some experience in the darkroom, digital darkroom, so I was able to take candid photos from all of her family members and put it together in the offering that you see on BeagleFX.com called Love. Turned the O into a heart and edited the pictures, placed all sorts of pictures in there, and then put our wedding vows behind, and that was our first, it was my first gift to her, so it turned out pretty well. I got a few happy tears out of it too. So a good Christmas gift. That's where it came from. I think when I got really serious was in college. I took all sorts of classes: painting, drawing, like I said, darkroom, digital darkroom. One of the things that kind of drove me as a creative personality, though, was a project that I worked on for folks that had visual impairments. And somebody who has a visual impairment can touch the canvas itself and pick up the differences in color through the differences in temperature. I've got different heating elements behind it to heat it to different temperatures. I had a young lady who was deaf and blind come take a look at it at the premiere, so it was pretty cool. That's kind of how I got my start. I added additional elements to 4 elements. So that was kind of my fiery one. I had an earth one that's textured with sand and rocks. Again, another painting. The wind of the classic 4 elements had fans behind it that would blow through a nice grassy scene that had actual grass growing. And then I've also got one that's water-based. So water comes out of the front of the canvas, which is kind of cool. And so that was the 4 elements and kind of what drove my need to create emotional artwork from, I guess, the beginning. That's how I started. So why do this? I like I said, to create emotional things. I want somebody to remember what they did and have that kind of emotional response to having a piece of artwork in their house. Our company tagline is "You make the memories and we make them last." That holds true for a number of different reasons. But I want something that is really meaningful and emotional for you. You've got all these wonderful pictures that are stuck in your iPhone, your Android, your computer. You're a photographer that takes a lot of pictures and wants to do something with them, doesn't necessarily get the opportunity or the time to do that. That's kind of where we come in. That's why Beagle FX exists, is to be able to take that experience from the digital darkroom, from all the artistic experience that I've got, to turn those pictures that you've got into something professional looking. It's also something that I want you to be able to re-experience. So you got a family vacation, it's your wedding anniversary. maybe it's unfortunately for a memorial. You want to remember a person. So there's a lot of elements that are deeply personal to somebody, and that's why you hire somebody like me that has that desire to put the people and the emotions into something like this for you. You don't have to necessarily hire a professional photographer. Like I said, we were born out of family photos. We didn't have professional photos for a really long time. You don't have to learn photo editing software. I've spent years doing just that. If you're a scrapbooker and you like scrapbooking, that's awesome. If you're a scrapbooker who has a hobby as a scrapbooking type of thing, but doesn't necessarily get to finish all the scrapbooking type of thing projects, that's where you would probably want to hire somebody like me too. And somebody that just kind of runs out of time. They've got all these pictures that they want to do something with, but they just don't have time to do it. I'll take it, I'll edit it. I love spending time making things look perfect. The last one that I did, I spent probably an hour changing the lighting digitally on somebody's face for one of their wedding photos. So I want to make sure you have the same emotional response to seeing this again that you did at that particular event. Who's looking for this? So the type of person that's looking for this, again, probably somebody that's into art but doesn't necessarily have the time to do it. So this is going to save you the time to do the printing portion of it. You've already taken the pictures, your family's already taken the pictures, given you some to share. I imagine, especially in 2020, there's a lot of pictures flying around, and you want to save some of the fun things that you want to remember from this year. So that's where we kind of come in again and have the chance to make those memories last. This is going to be for somebody that wants something of an heirloom quality artwork, of an heirloom quality gift. They're somebody that's big on highly personalized gifts as well, and wants it to last. So if you want it printed, I spend months vetting my printers. I don't print it myself because I live in Seattle, and finding leasable space that's affordable is difficult for large equipment. But I did spend months vetting printers. I've given gifts that are printed by these folks, these vendors, personal ones from me to somebody else. Done things of my own for our own family. So it's something that I keep and I personally give, and I spend a lot of time on making sure that these folks are highly professional. So it's definitely going to be heirloom quality. It's not going to fall apart. It's really good stuff. Plus, I do all the photo editing and help save time for you. It's for somebody that wants to be involved in the process. So when you order customized work from Beagle FX, there's a lot of conversation. We may call, we may email, IM, whatever is going to work for you to get some of the personal details. I mean, everybody has to send the pictures through the ordering process, but we're going to converse one way or another depending on whether you want a fully custom product or something that's semi-custom with the things that are already kind of listed there as ways to kind of get you started and introduced to Beagle FX. So why choose Beagle FX versus some other place like Etsy, or another marketplace. Again, this is part of months of research, taking a look at what other folks are offering. And this is the things that Beagle FX does, are highly personalized. It's not, I've done a couple of videos where I kind of explain it as a brick effect, where people, other like marketplaces, just collect a bunch of photos and they plop it into templates, or they just kind of stack things. You're not going to get a bunch of squares with us. It's not some sort of strange. It looks strange to me, and it's also the work you get from us is going to be individually edited per photo. It's not going to be one design fits all. It's not going to be one photograph fits all. You're going to get professional looking photos from us in a design that's enormously personalized. Again, Beagle FX, it's a place where you made those memories, and we're going to make them last. So that's why you choose us versus some of the other folks. There's nothing wrong with the other folks if that's what you're looking for. If you need something that's quick or on a budget or just digital, that's fine. I like offering a digital product again because it's something where if you want to support a local printer, that's awesome. It saves on carbon footprint for me shipping and stuff. That's great. I said, well, but if you want something that's heirloom quality, the printers I use are vetted. They're in the U.S., so you get to keep the money relatively local too. And I personally stake my guarantee on them. They're wonderful folks. I had a chance to talk with them individually too. So thanks again for listening and watching, being interested, being curious, and please sign up for our email. There's the email list is a big benefit for tips, tricks. I'm going to show you how to make some things. You'll learn what's going on, get a chance to know us at Beagle FX, and you'll receive some discounts along the way too. So thanks for stopping by. Thanks for being interested. Take care.